and welcome to Tech Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about the Oculus Cosmo and the Oculus Quest. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be discussing both the Quest and the Cosmo. So first thing we're going to talk about is So with the Quest, this is all in one. This is completely wireless. You just slap it on, turn it on, and make sure you have the controllers around so it can detect them. As for the wear, let's see here. You just stretch that out. It's got two latches right here, so you can bring it away, bring it closer, bring the headset up and down. Personally, I like the headset more down like that, so you can have this strap more on the back, because with the Oculus, it's wireless, so the front is a little heavy, so it really helps having these straps down on the back of your head. Now, you don't really get that with the Cosmo. The Cosmo, you kind of wear it however you want, but we'll get more into that in a second. So right now I have the Quest on, and it's pretty comfy. Over time, you can tell the front's heavy. It's heavy on the cheeks, but like I said, it's adjustable by pulling this down. And if you pull it down enough, it really takes up a lot of the weight off your cheeks. Now, let's switch over to the Cosmo. So here's the Cosmo. You can see, it's wired, so I have the feed going to the computer back here. Now, for the Cosmo, it's set up just like the Quest and most other headsets. It's got this strap on top, but to change how close the headset is to your face, just like the other HTC Vives, you just turn this dial right here. Another thing is the Cosmo actually has headphones right here. The Quest has a speaker built in, but you can actually hook in your little headphones right here. The Cosmo, it wears a little different. You can see actually that the strap is up and the headset's down. You can actually do this too with the Cosmo. That has come in handy a little bit. Configuring this one on your face feels a little different than the Quest, because obviously the strap's different than most headsets that are out. But right there is nice. So the Cosmo isn't as heavy as the Quest is on your face. You could probably wear this one for a lot longer, and you can wear this one for a lot longer because the Quest is completely wireless and it only has one battery. So you charge it for USB-C. It does come with that. And theoretically you could wear the Cosmo all day. This one does have a limited battery. And with that in mind, with it being wired and everything, this one actually does support wireless though. We have the wireless adapters, but you do have to buy the add-on to make this one completely wireless. But at the end of the day, you will still need a computer to play the Cosmo, at least currently. There are talks that, soon enough it may link to just your phone, but we'll see about that. For now, you need a computer to play the Cosmo. The Quest, completely wireless. These are the Cosmo controllers. You can see they're really big. They look kind of just like the Quest. Let me pick up a Quest just to show you. So here's the Cosmo and here's the Quest. If you have big hands, the Cosmo might be up your alley. The Quest is a lot smaller, not really cramped. I wouldn't call it cramped. Everything seems to work fine. There's one trigger on the back right here, and then there's a grip button down here. This one has two buttons right here. And then it has this grip right here. On this one, the button, it comes out, so it's a little easier to press. This one, you kind of really have to, in my experience, you really have to work to press that button on here. You got three buttons. You got a menu button, and then you got the B and A. Both of those are the same. And then analog sticks on both. Both of them have pressable analog sticks. The analog stick on the Cosmo is larger. Every button on the Cosmo is larger. And when you turn this controller on, it lights up like that, so that's cool. So you can see that little button there, it lights up when the Quest is on or it's searching for a headset or anything like that. And so that's it for the controller. So one thing about the Cosmo can play you can play games on the Oculus store, you can play games on the Steam store, you can play games on the Vive store, you can play games on whatever store you want. The Oculus Quest, it takes a little bit more work. You have to sideload your apps if you want to play your Steam games. This does only work with the Oculus store unless like I said, you sideload, which means you install your own games on your Oculus Quest, using APKs or whatever, or what have you. So let's jump right into Rec Room on the Cosmo because I don't want to play different experiences. I was hoping to try out Arizona Sunshine, but I was gonna have to side load that because we own it on Steam, but we don't own it on the Oculus store. And just to simplify, we're gonna play the same game. So let's just jump into Rec Room here. So now we are playing Rec Room on the Cosmo. Now it's not recording sound. Sound is having some issues, but here I am. Woo! You can see everything seems to be tracking pretty well. Got my gloves. If you never played Rec Room, it's free. My hands are behind me and they're still somewhat tracking me. You can tell by the shadow. Above me, they're still somewhat working. Now, let's just jump right into an activity here. We can do some climbing. It's gonna get our hands moving. Let's do a little bit of climbing. Okay. So I'm climbing. Everything's going fine. Tracking is good. Remember, this is no base stations. So all I needed was a computer. Let's do some paintball. Let's try out paintball on this. Oh, wow, I'll get that glove out of here. So everything's actually going good. Look at that. Look at that tracking behind me, though. Ain't that good? I probably shouldn't be doing a review while we're playing paintball because obviously I gotta be clutch for my team here. Oh, got him there. Oh, I got the. Ooh, yes, son. I ain't fair, man. Is that shield? Ooh, son. I'm getting the hang of this game. Ooh. Oh! Oh! Give me that gun. So this has been the Cosmo. So now we're going to jump into the Quest. Then we're going to see how the two experiences compare. So I'm going to try out the climbing and I'm going to do the paintball. This one is wireless, so all I had to do was turn it on and it's already ready to go. I'm going to start recording as soon as I make the Guardian. So I can't really record the Guardian for you. So let me do that. So one thing, this is completely wireless, so it feels heavier. It definitely feels heavier. I can already feel the weight on my cheeks. Not too big of a fan of that. I actually like the small hands here. That feels pretty good. This definitely didn't load as fast, but as far as tracking, I don't know. The game looks about the same too. I got me a little hat. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. I got me a little hat. Nice. So tracking is fine, but the game itself is lagging. Obviously, like I said, it's all built into the headset, so it's not as smooth as you'd like. And honestly, this can make some people sick. Oh, I thought that was an enemy. But yeah, there's definitely some quality loss. This headset just hurts more and more the more I have it on my head. But it is completely wireless. Let's just keep remembering that. You can get on the ground, do some shooting like that, So that was the Vive Cosmo and the Quest here. So there's some differences between the two. So this is fully wireless. This is, well, they're both comfortable. But as soon as you wear this for a few minutes or even, maybe 10 minutes or so, then it starts becoming pretty evident that it's a lot heavier than this one. It can hurt a little bit. Just make sure you wear this one properly or, you're gonna get some wrinkles and just a red face. And honestly, it just won't feel too good. You have a good time in VR, but as soon as you take it off, man, you're gonna be hurting from it. This one, on the other hand, it's light, it's wired, so obviously you still need to be tethered to a computer. And that means you have to have a computer hooked up and ready to go, because originally we didn't have this computer hooked up because we were moving the space around. So it was kind of a headache to get this one going compared to this one. This one was in a box, so we just opened the box and it was good to go, and it was already charged. I guess lastly, what's the verdict on these two headsets? The Quest, it's wireless. It's a little heavy, but if you wear it properly, you should be able to handle it for, as long as the battery goes, or at least half of that time. The Cosmo, wired, no base stations, tracking works pretty well. It should be even better with some updates. I like that you can just raise this up Gameplay, they kind of feel the same. The Quest, you lose some quality, but I almost thought the tracking was a little better sometimes in the Quest. But, you know, as soon as you high in games, I don't know, it kind of hurt it a lot. But the Cosmo was able to handle it all. You know, it's run by your PC. So if your PC can handle it, the Vive Cosmo can handle it. So you're not limited by what's already installed on it. You're just limited by your PC. So if you have a good PC, you got a good Cosmo. Bad PC, bad Cosmo. You got a good Oculus Quest, it's a good Oculus Quest. And it's, you know, there's nothing hindered by it. It's just hindered by itself. So, audio. Audio is great on the Cosmo. I thought it sounded fantastic. This one is a speaker, but it does have a jack so you can plug in your own headphones, so audio can be controlled by you. Just bring your own, you know, just hook it up. Speakers worked fine in it, so if you can just do speakers, that's fine. They both have microphones, but I wasn't able to hear myself, so microphones, they work. People were talking back to me before I muted them, so they work. But my verdict when it comes to both of these headsets, if you have a VR-ready computer, I would say go for the Cosmo. If you do not have a VR-ready PC, then get the Quest. It's a fun time. It doesn't take batteries. It can't run all the high-end games like the Cosmo could, so you're kind of limiting yourself there. But if you don't really care about that and you just want to hop in and experience some VR, go for the Quest. It's cheaper and it was pretty fun. But the Cosmo definitely gets my vote. It's an appealing headset, first of all. I mean, it looks nice. This feature, I didn't think I was really going to care much for it, but I liked it. Adjusting the headset felt a little bit more comfortable on the Quest, but like I said, they're both good headsets. But if I was going to be in VR for an hour or two, I'd much rather be wearing this than the Quest. But that does not mean the Quest is bad. If you're just looking to play some VR here and there and you don't really care about the comfort, how it feels on your face, and I don't really mind a little wire if it means I can play longer. And not to mention, I can play all my games on the Cosmo. We don't have a lot of games in the Oculus store, so I'm also limited by that feature. So honestly, I could spend all day talking about these two headsets. They're both really fun. This one's a little bit of a pain to wear, but it's all in one. And this one's a little bit of a pain to set up, just like most VR headsets. But there's no base station, so that does make it a little easier. But like I said, I could spend all day talking about these. So, Cosmo, if you have the VR-ready PC. Quest, if you just want all-in-one experience and you don't have the PC to run heavy-duty VR. But that's it for today. I'm Adrian, and we'll holler at you later.